Next, let us understand in how to manage the documentation. There's an important use of standard project forms on all the projects. So understanding of all the project forms will help you know the process behind each form, and it helps every project participants and the stakeholders to work on the standard form and initiate and close a particular process with the final status. So let us see. I have given few sample projects. There are a lot many projects forms you'll get to use on every project. Project to project, you'll have different forms templates readily available, and we have to make sure that every stakeholder, every project participant, the contractor, the subcontractor, vendor, they follow the standard project forms. So based on this project forms, you'll get the data, the project data gets captured, okay, whether it is material approval, whether it is field efficiency report, whether it is non-conformance NCR. So based on there are few more. Here you get to see the sample approval sticker. Okay, so these are very important project forms that it has to be it has to be used by every project participant at the site. All right, tip from my side: utilization of standard forms, very important. Ensure all the project participants are using the standard project forms and CAD drawings, title blocks for uniformity. I've given few samples over here for you. You can see material approval request. Based on the material approval request, when you receive from the contractor, they'll fill up the form and send it across to the PMC document controller for review and approval. All the basic details related to that material is entered on the standard form, signed by the contractor and forwarded to the project management consultants DC document controller. Okay, and all the approval action, whether it is approved after reviewing the material approval, submittal, all the action code, whether it is approved or it is rejected and sent back or revised, resubmit. So it is captured through this material approval status, review status. Okay, the consultants and the designers and the project managers, they can record their comments on the form. Okay, and along with the approval status, it can be closed. The transaction can be closed and recorded into our document management system. All right. Second, let's see an example about field efficiency report. Whatever the quality department engineers and personnel, they find any deficiency in the on the site execution, construction site, site conditions, they'll raise a field efficiency report. Field efficiency report and NCR are one and the same thing, but here NCR is raised once the contractor fails to take remedial actions on the field efficiency report. Field efficiency report acts as a kind of a initial warning to the contractor for the deficiency in the report, and they raise it for the remedial action and the record purpose, and then it's inspected, and again the quality engineer can inspect and give their comments whether it is closed and the work rectification remedial work has been accepted or rejected. So likewise, based on this, such field efficiency reports are raised by the quality engineer. If the contractor doesn't comply with such, and the remedial actions are repeatedly not to the acceptable standards, then those FDR are escalated with the NCR form to the contractor for the contractor's response and action, and to do the root cause analysis on such deficiencies and non-conformance at the construction site. Okay, very important forms. Very frequently it's being used on any given project. All right, again here, after the construction, the quality engineer and the consultant engineer, they review the rectification and remedial work, and they can give their status here whether they accept the rectification work, remedial work, or again it needs repair, rework, or entirely it is rejected. So the status is captured through this form with their comments on based on the inspection done. All right, and it is sent back to the contractor. Here again we have a sample approval sticker. Any material sample we receive, we have to the contractor has to use this sample approval sticker, wherein the document number, the tracking number of that sample, the revision description and submission date, along with the final review approval status is being captured based on the sample review. Okay, and it is signed by the reviewer. All right, so again it's always very important, it's always very important to use all the standard form. Based on these standard form, each and every process has its own standard form. Here one important point I would like to make is like again it depends on project to project, as I say, whether a manual Excel based manual spreadsheet based Excel based system is deployed for as a document management system, or a SharePoint based system is applied or deployed. All right, so these forms are very critical on such project. Based on this forms only, the data information is being captured when it came, when it is reviewed, when it is approved, or when it is rejected. Okay, so that it is after the review and approval cycle, uh, the forms with the signature are scanned and uploaded back into the management system, document management system, and sent back to the contractor. So this is an example. The forms are logically remains the same. Okay, the logic behind the form for capturing the information remains the same. Project to project it differs, the client name, the logo, and the terminologies and the conditions, it may differ, but the logic of record capturing remains the same. So you got to follow the standard project form. Similarly, this is an example of a manual spreadsheet based system, wherein those if we talk about a web based software like Akinix or PMWeb or A-Site, we have lot many. So these processes as a form are captured into such softwares. Okay, so the idea remains the same. All right, so it's very important that unique project forms are being followed for each process. Let's see another few examples. Very frequently we use in continuation with the quality department work inspection request. Again, whenever a work is ready at site, the contractor raises a work inspection request to the PMC quality engineer. The quality engineer is going to go to the site on the scheduled date and time to inspect the work undertaken by the contractor. They will review the work and give their comments on this, whether they are satisfied with the work and it meets the quality, the work is carried out as per the quality specified. Okay, so approval and rejection can be given through this form. Okay, this cycle is captured with the status. Similarly, we have request for information. Any site condition or difference between the drawing or any site construction related, drawing related issues are raised through this RFI form, which is called request for information. Okay, the contractor will raise his queries. Okay, along with this description, send it to the client, consultant representative, the PMC engineer will reply back with their reply to that issue or whatever the query is from the contractor. So thus this is how the information is getting captured, RFI related to RFI process. Okay, again just a sample report for safety violations. Again, safety department uses this form to raise any safety violation being observed by the safety department. This information is raised to the contractor as a safety violation notice. Okay, whether it is a major violation, minor violation. So again I would repeat that, because These are the sample forms. Okay, project to project it may differ. Okay, but I have just given this for your information that such types of various processes are captured through various forms. Submittal, technical submittal approvals raised by the contractors. Okay, these submittals are technical documents which undergoes through the review approval cycle. It can be a method statement, it can be a ITP, it can be specification, it can be weekly report, monthly report, it can be shop drawings. So it comes through the submittal approval form, okay, where the contractor raise it and upload it on the document management system, and it comes to the PMC DC. Okay, the DC then send it to the relevant reviewer, and the reviewer gives their comments over here with their approval status, whether it is approved as noted, revised, resubmit, or rejected. So every meaning to say every process on the construction project has a relevant form for the information to get captured. The entire transactional cycle is being captured. Any verbal job site instruction given at the site instruction. So we use a form called job site instruction, where the instruction given at site is captured through this form and recorded for future reference, that what all instruction contractor, the client, or the PMC or the consultant has given to the contractor at site. So using this form, this instruction are recorded and scanned and uploaded onto the document management system for future records and reference. Design variation requests. Okay, so these are meaning to say these are various standard project forms, and to name it few, I have given a few sample forms here for your reference purpose there, and this list is not limited to few what I have shown here. There are many more forms and processes included on any construction project. So just please note this, that these are just for a demo reference purpose. On any project, wherever you go, you work, you have to follow their project standard protocols, forms for your work.